Before sunrise, the market already smells of animals, wet stone, smoke, and yesterday's refuse. Your first rule is simple. Finish the shift without letting the work enter your body. There is no refrigerator behind the stall, no stainless steel sink, no sealed floor. Everything depends on speed, judgment, salt, cool weather, and whatever clean water the street can provide. You are not entering a lawless world. Medieval towns often regulated where meat could be sold and where animals could be slaughtered. Those rules existed because the risks were visible, persistent, and difficult to contain. In late medieval London, authorities repeatedly tried to move large animal slaughter away from crowded streets. Records complain of blood, entrails, stench, and sickness near homes and public roads. But written rules and daily reality are not the same thing. Livestock still passes through narrow lanes, stalls remain close to houses, and waste must go somewhere before the next cart arrives. Your master butcher measures survival differently. A clean cut wastes less meat. A sharp blade needs less force. A fast sale protects profit. Every safe habit is also an economic habit. The first animals arrive on foot. They are tired, crowded, and unpredictable after the journey. One kick, one crushed hand, or one fall on stone can end your working day before it begins. You keep to the animal's side, avoid the legs, and watch the rope. Medieval workers may not use modern safety language, but experience has already taught them where bodies are most easily broken. The actual killing is not shown here. What matters for your survival is everything surrounding it: restraint, heavy tools, unstable footing, and the rush to process the carcass before the day grows warmer. Your knives are valuable tools, repeatedly sharpened on stone. Their iron edges can be keen, but the wooden handles are stained, cracked, and difficult to keep clean by modern standards. A dull blade is not safer. It demands more pressure, slips more easily, and turns a controlled cut into a sudden movement. The safest tool is the one you maintain before exhaustion begins. The floor is already dangerous. Water, fat, mud, straw, and scraps create a surface that changes beneath every step. Carrying weight reduces your balance and blocks your view of the ground. You learn to move slowly when holding a blade and quickly when moving meat. Confusing those two speeds is how an ordinary task becomes a serious injury. The work is divided by skill. Experienced hands separate valuable cuts, hide, fat, bone, and organs. Nothing is casually wasted because each part may have a buyer, a craft use, or a food use. That efficiency creates another problem. More materials remain inside the city: hides for tanners, fat for candles, bones for tools, and organic waste that attracts dogs, pigs, flies, and rats. You carry a heavy joint toward the stall. The hook must take the weight, the rope must hold, and your fingers must stay clear. Dropping it means lost food, contamination, or a crushed foot. The stall is open to the street because visibility sells. Customers want to inspect what they buy. The same open frontage also gives dust, insects, and curious animals direct access to the product. Flies do not need long. They land, feed, and move from refuse to meat. You cannot see microorganisms, but you can see the insects connecting the cleanest looking cut to the dirtiest corner. Medieval people did not understand germ theory, yet they were not blind to spoilage. Smell, color, firmness, surface moisture, season, and the reputation of the seller all shaped decisions. You press a cut with 2 fingers and smell it carefully. This is not a laboratory test. It is a rapid judgment made under pressure, with money and health depending on the same uncertain signs. Fresh meat is not the only strategy. Pigs were commonly fattened for autumn slaughter, and pork could be salted for winter. Preservation shifted danger, but it demanded salt, time, storage, and skill. Salting removes moisture and slows decay, but it does not repair meat that is already spoiled. The survival lesson is timing. Preservation works best before warning signs become obvious. Smoke, drying, cooking, and curing can extend usefulness, especially when temperature and season cooperate. None of them creates the absolute control that modern refrigeration provides. By mid-morning, customers crowd the lane. They touch coins, baskets, clothing, doors, animals, and food. The market is a network of hands, and your stall sits at its busiest intersection. A buyer points to a cheaper piece. You must cut it while protecting your fingers, the customer, and the remaining meat. One distracted movement can contaminate several surfaces at once. The rinse bucket looks helpful until you notice how many tools and hands have entered it. Water can remove visible dirt while spreading invisible material from one object to another. Clean water is not completely absent from medieval cities, but access, storage, and transport are limited. The safest water at dawn may become questionable after hours of shared use. You decide to reserve one container for drinking and another for tools. It is a simple barrier, historically plausible even without microbiology, and it may be the smartest choice you make all day. Outside the stall, scraps accumulate near a channel. Town authorities understood that butcher waste could foul streets and waterways. The repeated need for ordinances shows how difficult enforcement remained. The smell matters because people associate foul air with disease. Their explanation is incomplete, but their alarm is not foolish. Rotting organic matter also brings insects, animals, and contaminated contact. A dog reaches toward a discarded scrap. A rat waits near the wall. Neither animal must attack you to become part of the danger. They only need to move contamination across the market. Your next task is waste removal. The basket is heavy, damp, and poorly balanced. Carry it away from the food area without brushing clothing, doors, customers, or the stall itself. This is where survival becomes a sequence, not a single heroic decision. Handle waste, set down the basket, clean your hands, then return to food. Skip one step and the boundary disappears. By noon, sunlight reaches the lane. The air warms, odors strengthen, and the meat's surface loses the cool firmness it had at dawn. Time is now the market's most dangerous ingredient. There is no universal medieval temperature or one standard market. Northern winter, southern summer, shaded stone, open sun, and the animal itself all change how quickly risk grows. What remains constant is uncertainty. You cannot measure internal temperature, bacterial load, or storage history. You can only combine experience, visible evidence, and the urgency to sell. A customer asks whether yesterday's meat is still good. Your answer may protect a family or destroy your reputation. In regulated towns, officials and guilds could inspect food, punish fraud, or confiscate unfit goods. Regulation is evidence of awareness, not proof of safety. Markets function because most workers follow recognizable standards most of the time. Survival depends on the moment when someone does not. Your master trims a questionable edge rather than discarding the whole cut. Historically, sellers had strong financial reasons to reduce loss. Your problem is deciding where thrift ends and danger begins. Spices were valuable foods and status symbols, not magical disinfectants. The popular idea that medieval cooks routinely used expensive spices to hide rotten meat is far too simple. Salt, vinegar, herbs, and cooking can change flavor and preservation, but no seasoning makes decay harmless. Your nose may be fooled before your body is. Then the blade catches. It is only a small nick across the knuckle, almost invisible beneath the grime. The shift does not stop, but the survival problem has changed completely. An open cut creates a direct path through the skin. You rinse it, wrap it in the cleanest linen available, and keep that hand away from waste. None of these steps guarantees safety. There are no antibiotics waiting at home. A minor wound may close, or it may swell, heat, throb, and spread. The danger often becomes clear only after the market has forgotten the accident. Pain also changes behavior. You grip tools differently, protect one hand, and overload the other. The first injury raises the chance of a second because fatigue and compensation distort familiar movements. You slow down. Profit falls, but control returns. In dangerous work, speed is useful only while it remains deliberate. Rushing after an injury is how a small failure becomes a chain. The afternoon crowd brings another threat: hunger. You have handled food for hours, but eating with dirty hands or sampling an uncertain scrap may expose you more efficiently than the entire shift. You choose bread from a wrapped bundle and drink from the reserved container. The meal is plain, but the separation between work and food is one of the few protections you can create yourself. Foodborne illness may not announce itself immediately. A contaminated meal can be followed later by cramps, vomiting, diarrhea, fever, dehydration, or weakness, symptoms especially dangerous without modern treatment. That delay hides the cause. By the time several customers become sick, the stall may be closed, the meat consumed, the waste removed, and the original decision impossible to reconstruct. The market continues because people need food and butchers possess essential skill. The job is not defined only by filth. It is defined by managing valuable material under imperfect conditions. Skilled cutting, seasonal slaughter, salting, smoking, inspection, market rules, and waste controls all reduce danger. The medieval system contains safeguards, just not enough to eliminate uncertainty. Late in the day, unsold meat forces the hardest decision. Keep it, preserve it, cook it, discount it, or discard it. Every option has a cost, and delay removes choices. You select the soundest pieces for immediate salting, separate anything doubtful, and refuse to mix old stock with fresh. This is not modern food safety. It is disciplined risk reduction. The stall closes, but cleanup may be the dirtiest work of the day. Boards are scraped, hooks wiped, scraps gathered, and buckets emptied while your concentration is at its lowest. Fatigue makes familiar objects dangerous. A knife left beneath cloth, a hook at face height, a wet step, or a heavy bucket can injure you after the customers have gone. You count the tools before darkness. Missing iron is expensive, but the count also prevents a hidden blade from waiting inside a basket or beneath the next morning's meat. The lane grows quieter. Waste carts move away, shutters close, and the smell remains trapped between timber walls. The city has survived another market day, But exposure does not end with sunset. You inspect the wrapped knuckle. There is no dramatic wound, only a small pulse of pain. That is the episode's central danger. The most serious consequence may still be invisible. Could you survive the shift? Probably, if you respect the animals, maintain the blade, separate waste from food, protect clean water, preserve meat early, and never dismiss a minor cut. But survival is not the same as walking home. It is waking tomorrow without fever, swelling, vomiting, or a customer at the door asking what your market sold them. Inside a medieval meat market, danger is rarely one spectacular moment. It is the accumulation of contact, heat, fatigue, and compromise, one ordinary decision placed on top of another. The shutters are closed. The tools are silent. The shift is over. The risk is not.